And hello everyone, I am KrisKringle, and this is my favorite game of all time. Most likely. I mean, I have a few jumbled around games that switch spots occasionally, but this is one of the ones that's always remained on top. I love this game. Like, when I first played it on the PS2, it was just, you know, words cannot describe. I'll get into it more as we get along with this. But yeah, this is my new, very special Let's Play. I am playing Kingdom Hearts, but this is the final mix version on the PS4. I kind of flip-flop back and forth between which version I would play, but I decided to go with this one. And, you know, I think it will serve me best to do it this way. Anyway, I think without further ado, I'm going to start a new game. And as for the difficulty, I've thought about it, and I've practiced on multiple occasions and stuff. I'm going to be doing this on Proud mode. You know, gotta get the hair on the balls, you know what I mean? But no, I think this will be, I mean, as it says, it's going to be thrilling battles, so I think it'll be a good watch. I'm going to rotate the camera, feel, yeah, sure. And of course, I want the DualShock to vibrate. Why wouldn't I? You know, that's the whole point of, you know, DualShock. Or like really any controller past, what was it? I forget what was first. It was either like the N64 Rumble Pack, or it was like when PlayStation got their Rumble feature in their controller. I forget which came first. I want to say, because the N64 made the Rumble Pack a thing when Star Fox came out. And because it came bundled with that. So that was like 1997, I think. So I'm not sure which came first, if that was that or the PlayStation.
These weird thoughts lately.
I mean, I'm having really weird thoughts about what came first about the Rumble features, but that's beside the point.
Like, is any of this for real or not?
It's very thought-provoking words that I'm sure everyone is accustomed to if they've played this series at all. I mean, if you haven't, what are you doing? Come on now. There's a plethora of ways to play this series by now, so you shouldn't have any trouble. But, you know. Also, this opening sequence, I mean, it's very great, but I'm probably going to have to either just talk throughout the entire thing, or, which I don't really want to do, but I kind of have to because, you know, copyright. Because this song, I forget what it's called. I'll put up the name on screen. And, it's, from what I've told, or what I can tell, it's very heavily copyrighted. So I have to be a little bit careful about that sort of thing. And I'll either have to, like, mute it, or I'm gonna have to just talk throughout the entire thing and see if the bots pick up on that, or what. But yeah, I'm going to try my best, and hopefully I won't be getting any, you know, like, serious trouble. But I think we should be good. But with that said, this opening sequence is really good. I've never been too much about this genre of music, but there are some pieces in these games that I really like, as well as other ones in like other media and stuff like that. But you know, I really like this piece, and of course the little opening cutscene that go along with it. It's very nice. I mean, for what came out on the PS2 originally, it looked amazing. Like, I remember seeing that, it was like, oh my god, this is like one of the top 3 or 5 best looking games on the system, and it's just crazy. I mean, you know, I'll get into a lot more about specifics later, but yeah, this is a game I've been wanting to do for a while now, I'd say, because I always wanted to do this game for the channel, but I wanted to give it time to settle in, get myself, you know, some other games through first. You never really want to start with the favorite game first, from what I've noticed. It seems to kind of go bad. Well, not bad, but like, it's not always the best decision, because, you know, you want to wait until you get at least a good, what's it called? What's the expression? Get settled, I guess? I don't know. Like, you know, get your feet wet? I don't know, something like that. You just want to get experience before you start, you know, tackling the big boys, the big guns, of your favorites. You know, that's what I always say. I mean, obviously you want to do games you really like and stuff, but, you know, you gotta know how to space it out properly. And, yeah. But now that's done. So much to do. So little time. Take your time. Don't be afraid. That's kind of contradictory. You have very little time, but please take your time. The door's still shut. Now step forward. Can you do it? Can you walk, Sora? Alright. Yeah, I know that. I'm gonna tilt it slightly to walk. If it would let me. Oh, there we go. I had to tilt it mega forward there. Man, I forgot how good it looked on the PS4. I was getting ready for PS2 resolution and stuff, but man, they really polished it up for the PS4 Final Mix edition, HD, a bunch of other things. Choose well. I haven't been reading all of it, but you know, you can see it for yourself. Press circle to jump. Ah, yes, I got the classic hops. Whew. Alright, so now comes a difficult decision. Also, I can rotate the camera with the stick, something that was absent in the PS2 version. In the PS2 version, you had to rotate the camera by using the R2 and L2 buttons. It was common for the time, but, you know, I'm glad they kind of updated it to a little bit more streamlined. But anyway, you gotta choose your weapon here. Now, these ones, they affect your what's it called? What you specialize in and what you don't specialize in, basically. For sword, I mean, let's just like read into this first. Let's jump on here. The power of the warrior, invincible courage, a sword of terrible destruction. Is this the power you seek? Let's look at the other ones first. So that one's give you a lot of attack power, and also with like it affects the abilities you learn later on, which are something we'll get into later. That should be said. Like no matter what you choose, your stuff you learn will be different points. So that's something. But like generally with the weapon that you choose, will have something to do with it. The power of Mystic, inner strength, a staff of wonder and ruin. Is this the power you seek? I'm not feeling the Mystic right now. Let's see. Let's take a look at the last one with a nice Mickey Mouse face on it. The power of the Guardian, kindness to aid friends, a shield to repel all. Is this the power you seek? Now, I know you guys are wondering what I'm going to choose. Now, usually I choose the sword because, you know, I like beating the crap out of people. But to shake things up a little bit for myself, and also because I'm playing on Proud Mode, which is the harder difficulty, I'm going to choose the shield so I can have the better, or the power of the Guardian, as they say. I'll have better defense and all that sort of stuff. I'll have more support for my friends. But now I have to choose what to give up in exchange. Now this is the one where you'll be weaker in. Well, not necessarily weaker, but you won't specialize in it at all, really. And what I'm going to choose, since I want to have at least a decent attack power and stuff like that, I'm going to choose to get rid of the Mystic. We don't need this. And we already read this, so we can just forget that and forget this. Give up the power. You've chosen the power of the Guardian. You've given up the power of the Mystic. Is this the form you choose? Maybe not, yes. I'm settled on this form. I mean, I've practiced many different forms throughout my years playing this game. Just to, you know, see how, you know, what I like and stuff. I generally use the sword a lot, but I've tried it before in Proud Mode, as well as other ones, but like, you know, I don't choose the shield as much, so I'm gonna choose, you know, I think it would be nice. A little mix up. We got a nice glass stained picture of Cinderella there. You've gained the power to fight. Yes. Alright, I don't know how I'm gonna beat people with this. X to attack. God, I'm gonna batter some people's faces. I don't know, like, I don't want to be too violent. Use the power to protect yourself and others. Do we engage displays your hit points? Yep, HP. If you run out, you'll be taking the continue screen. The MP is your magic, which is the blue gauge. I read that really backwards, but, you know. There will be times you have to fight. But what if I'm a pacifist? I don't like fighting. Keep your light burning strong. Alright, these enemies, we'll get into what these guys are all about a little bit later, but all we know is that they're bad news. But they seem to drop stuff. You gain experience by defeating enemies. With enough experience, you gain a level. Furthermore, defeated enemies sometimes leave items behind, and you can pick up these up. You take those by walking up to them. Different items can do different things, like restore HP or MP. Those green little balls were the HP filler-uppers. Behind you. Generally, you automatically target to the nearest enemy, but you can lock into the specific target by pressing R1. Lock on will appear in the upper left corner. You're locking onto other targets against other targets. Press R1 again to release the target. Got it. I'm pretty sure I can press, yeah, I can press L2 to switch between targets quickly. Apparently only L2. I can't use L1 at all. Ow, okay. That was not as good as I would have liked. Okay, I'm gonna get some of these guys. Stop disappearing into the floor, please. We're getting 1 point for each of these guys. They're pretty measly little creatures. Oh, this is not good. This is what happens when you, you know, you don't fight hard enough. We get swallowed into the void of darkness, I guess. Get him off me. Also, this, like, okay, say this right off the bat. This game, amazing soundtrack. Actually, the series, amazing soundtrack. Come on. You gotta do that. So, I mean, I just thought I'd get that out of the way now. Because, you know, this background piece is also really, really nice. I like it a lot. It's very, brings me back to the good old days of playing this game when I was a youngin'. This is a field icon. It pops up whenever you, special command is available. Triangle to examine the object in front of you. In the PS2 version, this was, like, something you'd have to do in the command section, which is in the left corner right here. You'd toggle through with the D-pad. You would have to go to the bottom one to do the examine feature. But here you can just press triangle and it's a little bit easier. I can't open it. Well, I guess I'm stuck here then. That's end of Let's Play, guys. Sorry. Nah, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Ooh. The triangle in the command turns into various commands. Okay, or whatever. That was a mouthful. Or really, I don't know. Was it or what? You can push large crates. I can do various things, actually. Alright, let's push this bad boy. Yeah. What, you want me to push it more? There we go, I pushed it. Where do you want me to push this guy? Oh, I can... You can smash them. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I got a potion for that? Sometimes destroying sometimes destroying objects yields items. Oh my god, I can't talk. You can't take these items by walking up to them. Yeah, potion will heal up our HP, which is always good. You can lock onto objects as well as enemies. While locked on, press L2 to switch focus. I already went through this, okay? I know what I'm doing. You're taking my job away from me. I wouldn't say there's a job at all, really, but, you know. Especially since this is a Let's Play. I'm not really supposed to be telling you guys how to play the game. I'm just showing you how I play the game. Sure, alright, let's examine this piece right here, right now. I love the door handles. That's a small thing I never really noticed before. I like how they look. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I just like the texture on them. Hold on. The door won't open just yet. First, tell me more about yourself. Press the touchpad for the first-person view. You can use the left stick to look around. Press the touchpad button. Okay, they updated the thing. So yeah, we can do this. And I think, yeah, we just look around like this. It's pretty handy. We see a bunch of Final Fantasy characters, in case you don't know them. Actually, they might tell us our names later. So yeah, we'll save that till later. But yeah, these guys are familiar to, you know, some people who have played the series. Unlike me, I guess. Let's talk to this chick right here. You could use triangle to talk to people. What's most important to you? Being number one, friendship, my prized possessions. I mean, like, friendship's all well and good and stuff. I mean, my prized possessions, I don't want to be like that guy, but like, so like, oh yeah, with these affect your game as well, what you choose here, as you would probably expect. So, I'm gonna go with, like, the being number one. Why not? Let's go with that. Being always such a big deal? Not really, but, like, I don't know. I like being as best as I can be, you know? I like trying trying as hard as I can and pretty much everything. What do you want out of life? To see rare sights, to broaden my horizons, to be strong. To broaden my horizons. Let's see what this guy has to say. What are you so afraid of? Getting old, being different, being indecisive. I'm not really afraid of getting old too much and being different. I mean, I've always been different, so... I mean, it's like, not really much to be afraid of there, so I guess I'll be indecisive. There we go. Why not? You want to be number one, you want to broaden your horizons, you're afraid of being indecisive. Alright. You gonna like hold on this text for this long, or what? I don't have to press anything, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I guess I do. Whatever. Your adventure begins at midday. Keep a steady pace and you'll come through fine. Sounds good? Yes. The day you will open the door is both far off and very near. Now, what that means, what it said, it begins at midday, that affects your experience growth. So, depending on what you answer there, you'll either be like me, where you awaken at midday, which pretty much means you have a steady pace of leveling up and gaining experience. Or the other options are you wake up early in the morning. I can press options to view at the menu. If you wake up early in the morning, that means like you gain a lot of experience early levels, but then like are really slow in the later levels. And then like with waking up late day is the vice versa. At least I'm pretty sure. I might have it backwards, but like yeah, that's basically what it is. I decided to choose midday because I like the steady pace. I know with sometimes if you go the hard difficulty, you might want to change growth at some points to help out. Like maybe it might have been good if I chose the one where I level up more like later on. But I think a steady pace should be fine for me. I don't really see myself having too much trouble. I mean, I've practiced this game before a bunch, so you know. I kind of got it covered, you know. This is a save point. Touch save points to recover HP and MP. Save, triangle, all that good stuff. Oh man. Little light. We're being guided just like a kitten with a laser pointer, am I right? Or a laser pointer guiding a kitten, I don't know, whatever. Does that actually do anything? I've never tried it myself. But like, I don't really have either of those, so... It's hard to try it when I don't have the resources, but, you know. I see it everywhere, so I assume maybe it has some effect on some house cats, but who knows. Hey, look at that. I know that character who's on the stained glass. The closer you get to the light, the greater your shadow becomes. But don't be afraid. And don't forget. Oh boy, this man doesn't look too friendly, I would have to say. Yeah, luckily we got our enormous clown feet to help us out, so we shouldn't be in too much trouble. I tried to do something I couldn't do for a sec, but yeah. For this, I would recommend... Ooh, we got level up, strength up, and we're getting a bunch of tech points, which are extra experience things that you can get mid-battle for like deflecting enemy attacks or you know, just hitting certain spots on an enemy sometimes. Can give it to you, like just there. So I'd recommend attacking that guy in the head. You can, of course, attack his hands, and, you know, you'll be all G's that way. He's gonna just fire his energy balls, like, you know, he's that kind of guy to do that. Oh my god. I find it hard to get up on this one. Oh, here we go. Oh no, I was locked onto the wrong thing. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Oh no, he's gonna get up. No, I wasted time. Whatever. I leveled up pretty quickly, though, so I should probably be able to get another level up once this guy's done for. And look at his little tiny feet here. Those are like made of paper. Come on now. We should be fine here. Don't worry about stepping on that black void. It can't hurt you. It just spawns more little guys to hurt you. Alright. Now, I know this guy has a name, but I forget it at the moment, so I could probably just find that out later. These little guys are called shadows. We can learn more about them later, but as like the game was telling us, the closer you get to the light, the bigger your shadow becomes. So naturally, we're pretty close to the light right here, so you know, we're attracting all the shadows. Alright, you gonna... maybe you're doing your chest bump thing. Jeez, this is hard. It's hard to get up on him like this, because he's doing this crap. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, you can also deflect his like little, his dark magic back at him or whatever. His, you know, whatever they're called. I got like another level up there, which is pretty cool. I didn't see what, the upgrades were, but I think it was pretty good. Hopefully. But don't be afraid. You hold the mightiest weapon of all. So don't forget. You are the one who will open the door.